We have with us an amazing personality again, who's
They come up with the passion and the conviction. So yes, it's absolutely true. Pakistan में 63% of our population is youth. In social sciences and development discourse एक चीज होती है जिसे कहते हैं development dividend. Development dividend का concept is exactly based in Pakistan has that wonderful opportunity to build on the development dividend it has. So what it basically means is यूथ का एक बल जो है यूथ का एक हाई परसेंटेज ऑफ यूथ if there is present in a society and that is a reality in Pakistan and if the state and all the people and all the actors if they are able to turn that energy, the passion, the innovation, the creativity into something which is more beneficial for the society as a whole, that can actually propel the country. That can actually move forward the country to really to a takeoff stage. So Pakistan will be opportunity, a unique opportunity है इस वक्त जो कि हमने 63% of our youth के शक्ल में मौजूद है हमारे पास. And quite a high percentage of it might not be fully equipped with a conventional education, but nevertheless, education is very, very important. I do not really want to undermine, especially when that professor is sitting next to me and he has done wonders in the education sector. But at the same time, I would really like to say that education might not be the only solution, or at least the conventional or traditional mode of education might not be the solution. With the technologies we have in our disposal at our fingertips and the knowledge, the accessibility to knowledge which we have, I think that is knocking down the boundaries and many boundaries actually. लोग मेरे अपने घर में 13 साल की बच्ची है उसको जब भी मैथ्स की प्रॉब्लम होती है और हम ना गोइंग टू नेम द स्कूल बट उसको जब उसका टीचर समझा नहीं सकता फ्रैक्शंस को या प्रोबेबिलिटी को या कोई भी मैथ के कंसेप्ट को he switches on to Khan Academy and she is heavy users of the Khan Academy and that's where she actually gets her knowledge and that's where she clears out her concept. If that is happening, Khan Academy have actually undertaken that kind of a revolution in the world, then I think that can be extended, that can be stretched to any field of knowledge, any field of technology. And so that possibility is available to us. So don't be just to carry the same message, the positivity that other those who are out there and they do not have the opportunity of sitting in these kind of comfortable auditoriums or even sometimes not have the possibility of having access to the knowledge and the education in the corridors in the walls of the schools. They do have that kind of access to the digital technologies. Khan Academy being one, I know it personally as well. Khan Academy is being translated into Urdu, in Balochi, Hindu, Punjabi, and other languages in Pakistan, as it has already been done in India and several other places as well. So I think don't confine yourself. The underlying message is don't confine yourself. Now, and that's what the development dividend is, that if we are able to equip, educate our youth, that can really propel Pakistan and bring it to the takeoff stage, which we have been actually waiting for last 75 years. And this can only be possible with the youth which is happen to be in this room and many other actually universities and schools and colleges, and you really have to take that as responsibility. The generation which is sitting here, including myself, we feel ourselves very much like a failed generation, especially in the case of Pakistan. What we have done is we have compounded the problems and the challenges which the country is facing. Dr. Shasan ने बड़ी सही बात की. The state has failed, but then the visionaries like him, they have to come forward. They have to fill that gap. It does not mean that the state should not have lived up to such expectations and responsibilities, but somebody has to come forward, and many people and many actors did come forward, and they have tried to fill that gap, and we just have to replicate, we have to multiply these efforts and what we are trying to do. So why I say the nation, why I say that the generation has failed, and that is actually specifically related to the challenge or the problem which my institution is dealing with. National Disaster Risk Management Fund, it's a government-owned fund. Our mandate is to help and contribute for a resilient Pakistan in the sense of climate change and disaster risk reduction. Now, big words, but they are not anymore big words because you're hearing about climate change, you're hearing about disaster risk reduction, disaster risk financing, adaptation, mitigation, and can carry on like this. day in, day out. That has become one of the most popular subjects as well. Now, when you look this, it's a global problem, it's a global challenge. Many societies, many countries around the world, they are suffering and they are trying to deal with this issue in their own way. Pakistan is very uniquely positioned in that. We are unique in the sense that we are suffering and we are facing the brunt of the adverse implications of it. We haven't done much. हमारा इसमें कुछ इतना लंबा चौड़ा रोल नहीं है, हमारी contribution नहीं है. But then the national boundaries they only exist on Earth, and they don't exist in the atmosphere. So any bad the atmosphere which is going on in other part of the world has a direct bearing and direct implication on us. It does not mean that we should not be doing anything, and this is what NDRMF is actually trying to do within the confines boundaries of Pakistan. So we are developing the projects and we are investing those projects and we are coming up with the new technologies and we are engaging with the youth and with the educational institutions and the whole range of actors and the players who are active and who can actually contribute into this particular area. We have invested around more than $350 million so far into our project areas. I think this is not the space, this is not the forum just to highlight and just to uh, brag about what we have done. I think the challenge is just humongous, it's gigantic, and Pakistan is at the forefront of it. What we are looking for forward is we're looking for the youth and the people like you, they should come forward, they have to come forward, they have to look into those areas. Now, when we're looking at disasters, when you're looking at the climate change, adaptation, mitigation, you have to open up your brains. You have to knock down the traditional subject-related boundaries. It's not a subject which is related to physics, or it's not related to chemistry or environmental sciences. It's everything. What we call it is a cross-cutting. So you have to knock down the boundaries which have been drawn into our heads, into our brains by our education systems. And you have to think beyond that because the solutions they do exist beyond these boundaries. Now the other thing is what we all know, we talk all the time, we talk about innovation. Now the innovation is it happens. The new sciences emerges at the fringes of the existing or the old sciences. When the emerging sciences or the sciences that do emerge and like combine with each other, that's where the new solutions are coming forward. फेसबुक का बड़ा अच्छी मिसाल है नई टेक्नोलॉजी की अच्छी मिसाल है I think that if you see around yourself, this is not only related to the computer science, it's not related to the coding, it's related to the social sciences, it's related to the communication and a number of other sciences as well. So I think what I would like to really invite you, encourage you that you really have to knock down, you really have to think beyond the traditional way of thinking. And that's the only way actually we can actually solve our problem because the problem with Pakistan is facing all the positivity. Yes, we are an amazing nation. Yes, we have a huge potential. Yes, we have a very diverse communities and a diverse group of people who are very passionate about their country and they are passionate about their future. But what has been so far holding us back is our traditional thinking, is our very conservative way of looking at the things. If we want to address the challenges which my institution is dealing with it, we need people like yourself who are actually able to knock down those boundaries and they can think beyond these boundaries because that's where the solution arises. You people are amazing and you people are using the technology. You are blessed. But at the same time, look what is happening out there. Look what is knocking at our doors. You haven't really started your careers yet. Many of you are going to be engineers or you're going to be computer science scientists or many other areas. But then AI is coming and it's going to be basically it's going to be taking away, eliminating a number of traditional sectors from away from you. So there's a leapfrog, there's a need for the leapfrog which need to happen. I would really like to invite you to take that leapfrog and think beyond these traditional boundaries because that's where the solution lies. And NDNMF is there to help you. We have paid internships, but more than that, we offer you to come share your ideas with us, and we promise in turn to take your ideas, convert into some tangible products and the projects and the interventions, and see that how they play out in the real world. Thank you very much for this opportunity.